Repeat again. Owner equity equal capital.
Okay, that's what I'm
Okay, that's mean if you write in that exam, owner equity, the credit side, or capital, the same.
Okay.
Don't
So they're both right.
confuse. Sorry?
So they're both right. I can write either one.
Yes, right. But the major thing to have thing, when my family give it to me cash, $50,000. That's mean effect two side. Cash as assets going up, owner equity as a owner equity going up too. So I have to record like this. Also, if you earn something, what does that mean earn something? As I told you before, if you sell goods or sell assets or sell something, that's mean make revenue, right? Revenue also will record here in the credit side. And the cash, as you take it, you will record here. But if you didn't take the cash, let me give you example. I provide service to Chris by $10,000. But Chris, I have to wait to take my money from the Chris. But Chris told me, see, I will give you check. That's mean what? I have to record here.
That would be an asset, wouldn't it?
Assets too, but the asset called account receivable because I wait in the future to gain my money from Chris. So here in this case, when I provide service on account, not cash, I have to record this cash like this because most of you confusing debit, credit, here account, here account receivable or debit or credit. Debit, account receivable.
Because you're gaining money.
Yes, still this like cash, but in the another picture or another hand, like but called account receivable because I am waiting in the future to receive cash. Once I receive cash, I will switch the accounts. Account receivable and here sales or like fees earned. By $10,000. So here effect, two effect. One effect is that assets as a account receivable going up because I'm waiting to receive money in the future because I provide something. And another effect in the owner equity as earned or as revenue. Earned or revenue. Both of them correct.
So you went.
Going up to what?
So that's already the cash, right?
This not cash. This account receivable. I have to get my cash after I go to the bank and take my cash from your account.
Right, but your owner's equity is going up.
Because I earn it already. Because I give you, I provide the service to you, and already you have to give me $10,000, but you give it to me as paper account receivable. You write check, so I am earning already, but still I didn't have cash in my hand, but I in my hand check from you. This like cash. This is check with my profit. I provide to the service to you $10,000, but supposed to be I provide this service like $8,000. So I have here now $2,000 more profit, right? Profit is called revenue.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yes.
It's just because both are going up. So when you take out that money when you get the money from the account receivable, that's not gonna affect the owner's equity, that's just gonna affect.
will affect account receivable.
Yeah.
Like this. Here. Account receivable go down, switch. And account receivable like this. And cash here.
Yeah.
It will affect
So
two
that
sides.
10,000 that 10,000 will just stay in the owner's equity, it won't ever be evened out or anything.
Sorry?
So that 10,000 in the owner's equity, that'll just stay there.
Yes. Just once I give me that check or the net payable or whatever you give me as a promise, I earn it. I take the money, but not the cash.
So that's just gonna keep building unless you sell goods, then the owner's equity is not gonna go down.
If I sell goods, what? What your question?
Never mind, never mind, I'm good.
No, let me explain to you because I like to
Basically-
not confuse.
Basically, owner's equity is just gonna keep building because you're not taking out that 10,000.
Yes, my owner equity is still the same position, going up. But the different here, the different or the effect for this cash or account receivable in the asset side. But the right side in the owner equity, done.
Okay.
Once I provide the service, even cash or on account, this done. Done.
Cool.
I get my revenue. Either one. Either. I take the cash immediately or not cash. My position as an owner equity, earning the money. Done. But the effect or the change will be in the asset side. Account receivable or the cash. It depends. Got it?
Right. So what would be an example of when owner's equity goes down?
When withdraw.
Okay.
Withdraw going up and owner equity going down. That's the last example. So let me give you example. This good question, Chris. First, here follows the account equation. Owner's equity. Here increasing owner equity as the example. When I provide service or goods sold, make revenue, here going up. So this side I wanna see what's the effect transaction in this side, debit side, going down. The effect or the transaction effect on this side when I withdraw. Drawing from my business $5,000. So I take it from my business, that's mean I take it from the original capital from my business, right?
Right.
You know, owner's equity like capital, as we said before. So here, when you withdraw, well, from what you withdraw? From the capital, right? From your position, from your money. So when you withdraw from your money, take it 5,000. You have two transactions. You have two effects here. One effect as an assets, cash increase because you take cash from your business, but at the same time your account as an owner equity decrease. Your account as an owner equity or capital decrease by $5,000. Let's see where. But that's here. Withdraw $5,000. Debit. Credit. Withdraw $5,000. Here drawing
So owner's equity will go down.
$5,000. Because drawing here like cash. Here like, pay attention guys. Because drawing here like cash. Cash going up or drawn. But you have to record this, not cash. This like cash. Yes.
Another question.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand the concept of drawing. What is that?
Drawing, withdrawing, you take money from
Oh,
you.
withdrawing.
Yeah, withdrawing.
Oh, okay.
But we
just-
like withdrawing.
It just said drawing. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So withdrawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be easy, okay? Withdrawing from your business. So here, think, I take off or take out from my business $5,000. So that means my capital going down. But at the same time, I take cash. That means I have cash here in my hand. So cash going out. So cash, but I tell you, don't record cash. This like cash, but don't record cash. Record withdraw.
So
And the same times, owner equity or capital go down by 5,000. Sorry. By 5,000.
so that's gotta be the liabilities, right?
Yes, but maybe I will cover or not. But we just now in this case, how you record this case? Okay? Any questions? If you know these, how to affect, it will be easy. Just focus on this. Account equation. Very, very important. This is me confusing. So here again. Purchase, supplies. So purchase, I take purchase to come in my business. So going up, supplies. Yes.
Do we need a calculator for the exam? Will there be like crazy?
Sorry?
Will we need like a calculator for the exam or not?
Yeah, but it's simple calculator, you know, don't worry, not like the last exam, don't, simple,
Okay.
simpleness, very simple. Purchase supplies going up in my business, because increase my business as assets, but in the same time, on account, this mean increase liabilities. So who can record here this? Transaction will be recorded like this. If we assume supplies by $5,000, supplies $5,000 debit, and the same times this increasing as a asset supplies, and the same times liabilities going up as a
Liabilities are going up.
as in future what? What's the account called? Accounts payable. Perfect. Accounts payable going up to
When accounts receivable go up, what does that mean?
when as I told you, when I
Okay.
provide service or sell something on account,
I know, but when the accounts receivable goes up, what does that affect?
debit.
Okay, so the debit also goes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we talking about the left side. When you're talking about the left side as an assets debit or credit, you will see the effect. If effect something is a debit, this means the debit going up. Affecting credit going down because assets. Cash, spend the cash, we're gonna be affected on what? Credit side going down. If you gain money or take cash from other outside, that means cash going in your business. So cash going up will affect in this side, debit side. Here going in your business, anything going in your business, there anything going out your business, either building, land, cars, cash, anything. Yes.
Are we gonna finish the other of this PowerPoint on Thursday?
Yes.
Okay, so we're still going over it, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a test Tuesday or Thursday next week?
Tuesday.
Okay, so the very first day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you
I just had to.
worry about exam? Don't worry about exam, I told you. I give you everything. And ask me, and I will repeat. Just when you see any problem in exam, take a moment to think and split the problem, 2 sides or 3 sides or sections, it depends. And figure out or solve the section, and another section, go for another section to solve. It will be easy. Something like this.
Is there like,
Yeah.
is there like practice problems in the book we could do, or?
Sorry?
Like practice problems in the book we could do, or
No.
not? Okay.
Purchase supplies, that's mean supplies going in my business, coming in. That's mean my business increase by supplies as assets, right? But at the same time, I didn't spend cash because a problem told me on account. So that's mean increase what side? Liability side. As account payable, as here. If we assume here, $5,000. Clear? Because this liability. I talk about the right side. So the effect here in the left side as asset. And the effect also, because we know any accounting transaction at least make 2 effects. So one effect here in the assets, supplies increasing. Another effect in the liabilities increasing. Got it? What? Really? No confused? Good grade in exam? Okay, we'll see. If anyone don't understand, let me know. Okay? Here, guys, who can read? Chris?
The liabilities owed by business total $150,000, and the owner equity is equal to $150,000. Then the assets are also $150,000. No, because
See, hold on 1 second. I try to focus, to pay attention. Here I went different color to sing. Hold on, sing. What this problem told us? Easy. If you try to solve the problem fast, you will make mistake. But if you give yourself chance to think, it will be easy. Owner A. If the liabilities owed by business total amount 150,000. Let's see where. What is? So we have liabilities. $150,000, right? This is the first information. But owed. The business, you have small business, let me explain. You have small restaurant. And your restaurant owed to pay for other or for your business 150,000. You owed. Move on. Continue. And the owner equity, as you, as an owner, as a own this business, is equal to 150,000. So here you have obligation 150,000, and still you have in your business this amount that you owe to pay 150 owner. So you have obligation supposed to pay 150,000, and you have in your business the same, you can cover your obligation, right? Because you have amount. You have the amount here, right? But here's the tricky. Go with me, where is it? Then the assets so also total 150,000. So that's mean. What that's mean?
That
It's true or false?
is false.
Like I have liabilities, guys, $150,000. And the same, I have this amount, $150,000.
They can't all be equal because you have to add those two to get that. So the only way you can make it true is if those are amounts.
So, and owner equity is equal to 150,000. Then the assets also to total $100,000, right? Or no?
It makes this false.
False.
Perfect. What, Chris? You say?
False.
Why false?
Because assets equals owner equity plus liabilities.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear that. Bravo. That's, now you follow that account equation. Perfect. Question. Perfect, Mike. Perfect, everyone who knows this problem. This test tube, actually, you understood the account equation or no? Because assets equal liabilities plus owner equity. We have assets here. We have here. So, assets like owner equity too, as Chris told us. So that's mean this equal or no? False. That means these will be 0. Here. The answer false because assets will be 0. Why 0? We will see. Business owed to pay $150,000 as a liabilities, right? Right? Okay. This obligation that's referred to owner's equity will be decreased by 150,000, right? That the assets 0, liabilities 150,000, owner's equity 150,000. Assets here we miss assets. Assets equal owner's equity minus liabilities. Assets here in this case, or the liabilities minus, so gonna be 0, 150 minus 150, liabilities, owner, I know this plus, but here in this case, not like, we don't missing assets like assets, we miss owner equity, the owner equity. So the owner equity means assets minus liabilities, owner's equity here. This like this. So assets here 150,000 minus liabilities 150,000. So asset owner's equity or assets the same 0. Got it? Here confuses. Got it? Yeah. 6. Cost concept. Who can read? Okay, Christian.
If a building is appraised.
But erase your voice.
If a building is appraised for $85,000, offered for scale at $90,000, and the buyer pays $80,000 cash for it, the buyer would record the building at $85,000. What is appraised in? What does appraise mean?
Yeah, see? A building appears for $85,000. Offer it. And you have building with $85,000. And offer it for sale. You want to sell your building at $90,000.
Oh, so you're selling, okay.
And the buyer buys $80,000 cash. The buyer would record the building at 85,000 or not?
So
This is correct or not?
It's worth 85,000, that's what it's appraised for, but they're gonna sell it for 90, and then somebody bought it for 80,000, which is 5,000 less than what it's appraised for, and 10,000 less than what it's been put on the market for.
So what does that mean? So it's true or false? I have to record with 85,000 or record with 90 or record with 80?
False, because I don't really see where that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. False?
False.
False? Agent false? Not sure. Okay, yes, false. We have to record with that, but because he gave me $80,000, I offer it 9, and the buyer buys was $80,000. He gave me 80. Right?
It was just 80,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, I saw that makes sense.
Yeah, because you offer it, you're building 85, the value,
You offer more, so.
but you offer 90. But when I buy your building, I give you 80. So you have to record in your book 80 because you already actual money coming in your business or your hand 80,000, right? Something like this in the exam. Here's a accounting equation if you want to take a picture.
But it's not always that one, sometimes it's minus.
Yeah. It depends the case. But this is a basic, the original. Now we will going with another section, general journal entry. Problems. Pay attention. In John's book, records the appropriate transactions relative of the business in the debit and credit side of the journal entries by assuming an example for each request loop. That means I told you have to assume example. To give me example, write down the example. Here is a key. June 1. Increase assets and decrease other assets by $10,000. Give me example. I'm recording in the
Can we go up to the whiteboard and do it?
journal entries. Sorry?
Can we go up to the whiteboard and do it like we did?
Yeah, if you want. Why not? Would you like?
Yeah, I don't know, this won't be.
We start always date, description, and debit, credit. JE, journal entries, June 31. 1 June. June 1. Give me example for increase assets, that's mean debit going up, and the same time decrease assets, that
So we're giving-
also another assets going down by $10,000.
So we're giving you like a situation where that would happen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Give us transaction here.
So,
Mm.
what are other?
Go ahead.
I don't know.
What do you like?
What are other assets known as?
Imagine. I give you space to imagine. Give me example. I give you that transaction here, increase assets going up and decrease other assets going down.
Alright, what are other assets like liability and owner's equities?
No, this is not assets. Liability is different. Assets here. Assets, cash, computer, equipment,
So that's
share.
like assets.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have two assets here. One of them going up and another one going down.
So could I say that I could increase capital by?
No, Captain, no, that's not assets. Assets, I will give, assets means what we have assets, type of account assets.
Money,
Cash,
land.
land. So
Okay.
you can use the cash and land, one going up and another one going down, right? That's it. Easy. Think about now, because that another transaction, who will tell me
I
another
could-
transaction?
Sell.
So one asset's going up.
I could sell land for cash.
Perfect.
20,000?
No, 10,000.
Oh, 10,000.
10,000.
So I would be gaining, no, I'd be losing right here, so.
Uh-huh.
10,000.
Not losing, just
Oh,
then, yeah.
it's
Perfect. That's first transaction. One cash, one assets going up, excuse me, here, as a cash, by 10,000. And the same times, land as a assets going down, because I sell my land. Okay? You can see land, you can see cash, you can see computer, cars, building, up to you. I give you here space to give me example, but accurate example. Assets going up, another assets going down, right? Number 2. June 3 increase, same. Assets, and the increase here, different account, liabilities. So I have two effects. One assets going up, and liabilities going up too, by $5,000. Easy, easy guys. June 3. I told you explain. One assets going up, increase, that's mean you have to record in that debit side, because assets, when we call about assets, left side. Increasing here, debit. Decrease, credit. But here increase, you have to record in the debit side. And another account increase too. Liabilities by $5,000. That's mean, follow the account equation. That's mean, liabilities going up too. But the opposite here, I will record assets as a going up in the debit side. The opposite here, liabilities, I will record the liabilities as a credit side, going up to by $5,000. Give me example. Easy. Just you give me the word. What assets you will use, the code, cash or whatever, and what the liabilities you will use.
You buy a car for 5,000, so assets go by 5,000.
Assets here you will buy car assets. That's a car increase. I have to record in that debit side by $5,000. Yes.
And then account payable goes up 5,000.
Perfect. And account payable as a liabilities, I have to increase in the credit side by $5,000 too. Perfect, thank you. Easy, right? Just sing. Give you a chance to sing. That's it. Numbers. June 5 received 4,000 from client that receives service with a future payment. What does that mean?
You mean that?
Same. Received 4,000 from the client
So
that received the service with the future payment. That's mean
you're getting money.
you provide service for the client, but the client didn't give you your money cash. Give you promise to pay in the
Future.
what does that mean? Future account receivable.
Contract, right.
Yes. Go ahead.
So if you like performed a service,
So here, I received first, figure out about this, so solve this. This I received 4,000 from the client, but receive service in future.
So, okay, so they received it, meaning you gave them the service, so if you're giving them it, that means the service would go right here.
As a revenue,
Okay, revenue.
or owner equity, or fee earning,
Okay.
whatever you like. But the accurate as a fee earning, because this service. Yes, perfect.
So-
Buy $4,000 and
Account.
account.
Receivable.
Receive perfect by $4,000. Here, account receivable is a debit, and account and fee earned in the credit. Thank you, Chris. Perfect. Thank you, Chris. Easy. I told you easy. Here, account receivable going up as an asset because this economic event, future economic event, because I wait to gain this money, to collect this money, so I have to record it as account receivable. And in the same time, I earned $4,000 because I provide the service. So I gain already, but in the picture in the account receivable, not cash. Here's the transaction, June 5. Thank you, Christian. June 7, decreased liabilities. That means decreased liabilities going down. Bless you. And the decreased assets too by 5,000 on June 3. That means we have connection, Edger. We have connection here. We have connection. June 7, we have connection with June 3. So look at the June 3 here. We have car and account receivable, account payable, sorry. And here, give us in June 7, decrease liabilities and decrease assets by $5,000 in June 3. What does that mean? Who can? Tell me. Easy. You have already the answer here in June 3. Mike, you can?
I thought I did. I can do the next one though.
Okay. Prepare yourself for next one. Oh. It's easy. Decrease liabilities. That's mean here we have liabilities here, account payable. Here increasing. And here assets increasing by $5,000. He told us your liabilities $5,000, you will cover and pay your liabilities. That means your liabilities is going down. And the same times when you cover your liabilities or pay your liabilities, assets cash going down too. This as an assets. So we have two accounts here. One assets as a cash going down, and one account liabilities as an account payable going down to because I covered my liabilities. Who can come to record? Easy now. Question. You can, or Chris, or Mike.
I got bad handwriting.
Sorry?
So I got bad handwriting.
I'm not sure, I'm not even sure, but I'm gonna assume, so that's going back to when he bought the car, right?
The assets
Here
are
we
bad.
have, I explained. Here we have obligation in June 3.
He
Right?
bought the car, wait, what?
I get car, and here I have obligation to pay this obligation, $5,000. Here June 7 told us decrease liabilities. That means you will cover your liabilities, you will pay your liabilities, and at the same time decrease your assets by 5,000. What's the assets? Cash. Still you have car. Forget the car. Still you have car. Here different account will come in your record cash because you cover, you pay your liabilities. You cover liabilities, $5,000. And you will spend the cash. Yes, go ahead.
So, this is journal entry, right?
No,
This
what?
is journal entry, right?
Journal entries.
So, if he.
So we have
So
here.
he must have paid it because he decreased assets, I mean, losing cash, but if he paid it, also making decreased liabilities. So, are we saying it's a
So,
car?
yes, what we have here liabilities account.
Payable.
Yes, account payable here and this increasing, right? But we will pay account our obligations. That's mean we will here.
Do you have, is car gonna be this one at all?
No, cash because you will pay your obligation.
So
What
I'm
what type
spending
what account type you will use when you pay your obligation? Cash, right? To pay your obligation. If just a penny, let's see example. If you buy you nice suit from just a penny by like $200, and you buy this by credit card, just mean account payable. Just a penny will take the money 200 from your account, bank account, right?
Yeah.
So that's mean your cash decrease or your bank account decrease by 200. So when you record your
I
account
don't know if
here,
that's right.
what?
I don't know if the account payables at the top right. I know that I'm spending the cash.
No, that's right. Account payable in the debit side because we decrease account payable. So you have to switch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Account equation here told us
So anytime I'm paying one of these off, that goes to the top.
yes, because this liabilities. Here account payable going up if I have liabilities. If I cover my liabilities, account payable will record here in the debit side under liabilities. Easy. Thank you. Got it, guys? This connection, I give you connection here. The connection with 3. You look for the answer, your answer, the previous answer, and you make that your answer. Easy. Your record. June 9. Joe was driving. Pay attention here. This trick, but easy. I cover everything. Many transactions to cover everything. Joe was driving his father's car at super speed. Michael will give us. Thank you. Joe was driving his father's car, okay, at the super speed. And the policeman wrote to him traffic violation fees, 150, and he paid.
So he didn't pay on count, so he automatically gave him cash.
That's the key. I give you supposed to be recorded this transaction in what? Relative what? Of
Credit and debit.
what?
Business.
This is key. So he here give us driving his father car.
But would it be, that's not business though, so you would it be still not be a transaction?
Yes.
So it's
Okay.
when you put it down.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing. None.
Okay.
So you so basically.
Just this trick, just to test you, is this transaction or not? Because he drive his, even if he drive the personal car, his personal car is still
Not
not
business.
transaction. Because I give you the key. Relative of the business.
So we ain't gotta write this down.
Sorry?
We don't have to write anything down.
Maybe you can write none.
Okay.
That's it.
So none.
Yeah, because you can told me this not transaction, non-transaction or none. I will explain. He drive his father car, and the policeman stop him, give him ticket, $150, and he paid. This relative was his business?
It has nothing to do with this business.
Yes.
It's just a personal.
Yes, personal. The different. I test you. This transaction or not? Got it? Nice. I like this. Okay. June 10. Paid utilities expenses $2,000. Utility expenses debit $2,000 and the cash. I give you the answer. Correct.
We just have to put it in the thing.
Yeah. You will go. Utilities. I paid utilities. What mean pay? I pay utilities.
That
Pay the
means,
bills.
Sorry?
Pay the operation fee, right?
This transaction?
yeah.
Yeah.
This transaction? Perfect. So I paid utility. $2,000 cash. So what's the account going up and what's the account going down?
The,
Or both of them going down or what?
wouldn't the.
What's the effect on the
wouldn't
account
the-
equation?
But you're spending 2,000, but you're also getting 2,000 in utilities.
Yes,
So
I spent $2,000.
One will go down and one will go up, I don't know which one.
I spend the money. When I spend the money, going down or going up?
Go down.
So I have to record the cash.
But you also gain 2,000 in.
I have to record here. I have to record.
So would you do
The
utilities?
camera coming here can show here? No. The last, or I can go.
Would you do?
I can go over. I can go over here.
But would you do utilities at the top and the cash at the bottom, because you're spending the cash but gaining the utilities?
June what? Sorry.
Would you put,
Okay.
would you put utilities at the top and the cash at the bottom, because you're
Yes.
spending the cash? but
Yes,
gaining-
because utility expenses, and I told you, expenses. Any expenses, wages, salary, utilities, miscellaneous, rent, all these expenses increase debit side as expenses. And you pay these expenses with cash. So cash decrease going down. Here, utility. By 2,000 debit, and credit here, cash. Utility going up as expenses, utility, and cash going down as assets by $2,000. Any questions? Clear? Hopefully, don't mistake in an exam. We explain. I can repeat again if you want. Move on. Good. No any confused? Expenses. Withdrawing. I have to always these rules. Keep in your mind. Always. Expenses. Any expenses. Yes, write down. Any expenses, wages, rent, utilities, any expenses, and withdraw, record in the debit side. Fixed rules. This is fixed, no change. Any expenses, repeat again. Withdraw, recorded in the debit side.
Anything that's being withdrawn is always in debit.
Always withdraw or any expenses, rent, wages, salary, utilities, record in the debit side. And the credit side, it depends. You will pay in the cash or in account payable. So you have here two things. I will write down to make sure you got it. Here. Debit, credit, description.
Expenses are owner's equity.
Sorry?
Expenses are owner's equity.
No. Withdraw is owner equity, like reflect or represent. Here, I told you, fixed rules, expenses, any expenses. You have to record in the debit side, like $5,000 expenses. Rent, June 1. Okay? This rent, it depends what we will pay. If you pay with the method, if you will pay as a cash, the cash going down by $5,000 because you pay. If you pay with account payable, still account payable going up because this liabilities. So the different method. If you pay by cash, cash going down by $5,000. But if you pay with account payable, like that's mean cash no, you didn't use the cash to pay, you will pay in future, that's mean account payable going up as a liabilities, $5,000. You have to record in the credit side. Withdraw and expenses, debit. Okay? Clear? Any question? These answers as we did it, I assume the computer speaks good. See, no transaction when Joe was driving his other cars. So the total debit equals the total credit. This is it. Another section. We'll cover another section. Have enough time? Just like 15 minutes. We can continue for the next lecture. Thursday we will cover the rest of it. But hold on. Key accounts mean similar is a general ledger account. And we will, the difference between the debit side and the credit side, we will subtract debit from the credit side, and the amount, we will record the amount or the result amount in the biggest or the bigger section. If the debit side section bigger than or more than the credit side, we will record the amount in the debit side, the left. But if I subtract debit of the credit side, and the credit side more than the debit side, I will record the amount in the credit side, in the right side. That's the purpose of the general ledger. The purpose of the general ledger to make sure your records every transaction right. Comparing general ledger account with the journal entries, and you will see you make right transaction or not. That will give you the map, the direction. Here, the T account or the general ledger account. Title of account, like cash, land, capital, wages, yes.
Before we leave, I have to just ask a question. So I know the journal entry is date, description, debit and credit. How is that different from general ledger?
The different, because I give you the different to make subtract from the debit side and the credit side, the balance. The different in general ledger to get the balance.
So that's the only difference?
Yeah, to
So let's say I start off with
calculate the debit side and credit side.
So
Calculate, make subtract debit side from credit side. And the number, you get the number, you have to record that number in the bigger side.
So-
The bigger side, if the debit, you have to record under the debit side. If the bigger side in the credit, you have to record the number or amount in the credit side.
So if I start off with 70,000, after every transaction, I do a balance of what's left. So if I spend 20,000, my trial balance will be 50,000 then?
If you what?
If I start off with 70,000, I spent 20,000, in the trial balance, would I put now 50,000?
Yes. No, you have to subtract between 20,000 and 50,000, right? 50,000, 15,000. You have amount 5,000. You subtract 20,000 from the 15,000, right? Equal what? 5,000. 5,000, you will take this amount and see what's the biggest section you have. Debit, you have to record the 5,000 under the debit section. If you have the section credit side, you have to record in the credit side. If this section biggest. Here, the difference between debit side, here's the debit, and the credit side, I will calculate this amount, subtract the debit side and from this amount, and the amount or the number I have to record it in the biggest side. So the biggest side here reflect or represent the debit side because this cash, almost cash, you have to record it in the debit side. Calculate this, 30,000 plus 4,200 plus 1,900 and subtract from the credit side. And the amount that you take it, you have to record it in the biggest side. So the biggest side here, debit, 4,400, the balance. Transaction for the general ledger account. Pay attention. First one, owner invested $30,000 in fast forward on December 1. Here's the accounting equation. Assets, cash, $3,000 going up because invested. And will also increase the owner equities as an owner equity with the $30,000 because he invests. So that means cash in his hand and in his business, going in his business. That's transaction and journal entries. Pay attention. Cash debit with $30,000 and credit tail or capital. You can write capital or owner equity or the name of the business with $30,000. So we will post this transaction in general ledger account. Here, account equation, the effect, account equation effect in the assets going up by 30,000 as a cash, and effect 2 in the right side owner equity with $30,000 as a owner equity or capital. Here in the journal entries, you will record the transaction cash debit because cash going up $30,000, and at the same time capital or the owner equity going up to with $30,000. After you finish transaction, you have to post this transaction in journal entries. Journal entries, starting from that title account cash, debit side, credit side. Got it? Here, let's go very fast. Date. You can make description. Cash. Transaction, I have to record the cash here. But let me move on. I will give you an example here. June 1, 2019. Chris deposits $25,000 in the bank account in the name of the Flubatir in return of shares of stock in the corporation. What does that mean? Cash going up as assets in the debit, and at the same time capital going up to as a owner equity or as a capital with $25,000. Here, journal entrance, there, general ledger account. The difference between journal entrance and general ledger account, after you post all the accounts, you will subtract debit from credit. Here, general ledger. Here, journal entries. This simple general ledger. But another one, like this. Description, date, debit, credit, balance, debit, credit. If you draw like this, here cash, the title. If you draw like this right. After you record each account debit or credit and make the balance, this right. If you draw like this simple row, and I prefer this because this sometimes make confusing when you calculate the balance. This easy one to use, up to you. journal entries. Told us here $25,000. So increase cash by $25,000. Cash, $25,000 debit in a credit. And the same time capital or owner equity by $25,000. This transaction, general ledger, when I record here as a cash here, you have to copy paste, just copy paste, easy. Cash here, debit or credit? Debit. So I record here, debit. And June 1. Just 5 minutes. See? Here, general ledger account, journal entries account, general ledger account. Let's see what else. June 5, pay $20,000 for purchase land. That's mean cash going down, land going up. Land. 20,000. Cash going down, land going up by 20,000. Here cash, debit or credit? Cash here, debit or credit?
Debit.
Cash here, debit? Decrease. Credit. Credit side by 20,000. Credit side 20,000. June 1, 5. Just record. Convert. Looking for cash, my account cash. So cash, June 1, debit. Record debit. Cash, June 5, credit. Record the credit. And here's the key. The balance, I have subtract $25,000. The debit side with $20,000. So that the balance here $5,000. Cash to debit. So cash have now $5,000, right? This is a balance. I will use this balance, to record the end, two sides. Trial balance and balance sheet. Trial balance, I have to record the balance. I take off all the balance of every account after I finish my records in general ledger. I will explain more than for next lecture because we just have five minutes. I will explain. I have to take out and use this amount, the balance, in two accounts. One in the trial balance, I have to record $5,000, and another one in the balance sheet under assets. We will explain more than for next lecture Thursday. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dominic.